Hi guys, welcome to the ARFF Interactive Board tutorial on importing in backgrounds. Now you should be familiar with the main window operations before we start this tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll cover operations inside the settings button. That's in the main window. That includes the background color settings, the custom background button, also how to import from satellite, how to import an image or a file, and how to copy and paste an image. Also, we'll cover how to size the image and lock it. So let's go ahead and get started. Now to import in a new background, the first thing I need to do is find the settings button. And that's going to be right here. Now I'm in the settings window, and from here we can do a number of things. But primarily it wants to know what the background you're going to import in is going to be and have it right here underneath this aircraft. Another thing you can do in this window is change the background color. Now the background color translates into the canvas back here. Alright? So why would I want to change the color back here? Well, if I was not going to import in an image and I just wanted a steady tone of a color back there, I can do that right here. I can change that color from white to blue to purple, somewhere in that range if I want to have it that color, and just click off of it. And now I'm right there. I can add an aircraft and it's ready to go right here. I can set up my trucks, create a whole emergency scenario right here on this just a steady blue color in the background here. Okay, let's remove that and let's go back to this and change this back to white here. Now the other thing you can do in this window is you can change the way the vehicle drives on the screen. And right now we are in path follow mode. We have two other modes, immediate and to last. And we're going to cover this on a future tutorial, but I would say 99% of the time you're going to leave this in path follow. Alright, so we're going to come back and do what we're here for, and that is import in an image underneath this aircraft here. So let's go to custom background, and that brings us to our library. And currently I have imported some images in here, and some of these images come with the software as well. So up here on the top row we have import from satellite, we have import from image, which is a file, or we can paste an image. Let's just go ahead and start with import from satellite. Alright, now we have a satellite image here, and let's go find a location here. Let's type in Albany. Airport. Let's see, I believe that's it right there. And there we are. We found Albany there. Now, in order to import this in, we want to X this out and get this image off the front of this. So you'll have problems importing in if you don't close that out like that. Alright, now just with the mouse, I can drag this around, decide where I want to take an image. And I'm just zooming in with the mouse button and the wheel. And right now the satellite is actually at a little bit of an angle to the south of the airport here. So in order to fix that so it's straight up and down, there's a little icon right here, and you can click on that, and now we're pretty much straight over the top of this. So we can find let's find a runway here, and let's go with this one right here. And let's import this image. So we need a name here. So let's type in Albany runway 10. Okay. And let's hit import. And now it is in our library, and it won't go unless you hit delete right here. We can't clear it out unless you hit delete. But let's go ahead and go with this right here and hit close. Alright. So what that's done is that's brought it in underneath our aircraft in the settings window. Alright. And now we need to scale the background to the aircraft and the vehicles that are going to be in the software. So what we're going to do is let's turn this so it just runs up and down the runway right here. And behind it here we have a scale. It's a 200-foot scale. All right. So we need to set the runway to the scale on here to what it should be. So currently it's a 150-foot runway, and it's looking like it's already right on 150 feet there. But you can see if I move my mouse with my mouse wheel, I can scale that in or out, make it larger or smaller. So using my mouse wheel, I'm scaling that. Yeah, that's about right there. And or I could just use the slider right here and do it as well. Okay, now once I've got it scaled like this, I'm going to hit the lock button right here, and that disables the scale background to aircraft slider, and it also disables my mouse wheel from scaling it again. So tomorrow when another crew comes in and they want to create an emergency scenario right on this runway, it's already locked in and they won't ever have to scale it again. So now I'm going to hit finished, and I'm going to grab the pan tool and just kind of pan my way around here. And so here we have it. Now I'm just going to add myself an aircraft. There we go. So that is how you would import from a satellite right here, and you can create your emergency scenario however you like on top of this right here. So let's start over and let's do another method. Let's see, I want to remove that too. Okay, let's hit custom background and let's import from image. So what does that really mean, import from image? Well, that's a file on your computer. All right, so I'm going to go and I'm going to find a file of Albany's airport, and we're going to import it in right here. So I'm going to hit import from image. Okay, I just imported it in. It's right here and it's selected, and now I'm going to hit close. And now it wants me to scale again the runway here. So I'm going to rotate this because I'm pretty sure I'm going to use this vertical runway here. And what I'm centering up is this tick right on the center with that center line. So when I scale it with the mouse wheel, I can set it to about 150 feet right there. That's about it right there. Pretty close. Okay, now I'm going to lock it, hit finished, and now this airport is scaled to fit the aircraft and the vehicles in it. So let's go ahead and let's just place an aircraft right here. And let's get creative. Let's go ahead and let's break this fuselage a little bit. Maybe throw some people out there on the ground. Make it really crazy out there. And let's go ahead and add a little bit of fire right here. Add some wind direction and some speed. Maybe make that fire a little smaller. I can't help it. When I throw something out here, set up a new board, I always have to set up a fire on it. And I kind of feel like as I do that and indulge myself, it gets you so that you are seeing how to set up the fire and see how easy it really is. So Now I'm going to go to play presentation mode, and I'm going to throw the target out there, and I can turn my turret on, and you can see how a truck can be putting that fire out. So, and remember, we can always get rid of these side panels right here and set it up. And here's your scenario here. So we have the aircraft broken in pieces. That's a factor here. And we've got people on the ground. That's a factor that these people are thinking about here. We have wind direction. That's a factor with the location of the fire. That's a factor that they're going to all take into account for their positioning here. So lots of fun. All right. Beyond that, let's go back and let's do something new. And we're right back to the settings window. So what have we done? We've import from a satellite. We've imported an image or a file off my computer. And now we want to paste an image. All right. So what this is going to do is it will copy whatever is being shown on your computer screen, and it will copy it onto your clipboard. And then you will open up this software, come to this paste image, and you will hit paste, and it will paste it in the background here on your canvas. All right. So if you don't have the file and you just want to, however you are looking at it, you can do that. So let's demo that. So let's minimize this screen right here, and let's make it really easy. Let's just copy my desktop right here. All right. Now what I like to do is I like to get rid of this toolbar on the bottom, just because that enlarges my canvas area here, because I don't necessarily need this to be in my the ARFF Interactive Board on the screen. So the way I do this, and this is Windows 10, I will right click on that. I'll hit Properties, and then I go to Auto Hide the taskbar. All right. Hit Apply and close it out. Now it's gone. Now if I want to see it, I will just lower my mouse down there and it will raise up, and I can do what I need to do down here. All right. So here's my image, my artwork or whatever you have on your computer screen. Now on your keyboard on your computer, on the top row, usually it's on the top row, there is a print screen button, and mine actually says PRT, and then there's a space, and then it says SC, print screen. I'm going to just tap that. All right. Now it's in my clipboard, this image here. So I'm going to take my mouse, come down here, and bring up the ARFF Interactive Board. Now I'm going to come up to Paste Image, and I've pasted it. All right. Now it's my desktop, and you can change it to say whatever you want to say it here, but it's my desktop, and I'm going to hit Create. Now you can see it's in my library here, and it's selected, and it's on the screen right here. So I'm going to hit Close, and the settings window will come back up, and here we are in the settings window. So I am going to pull it back and look at it. Now if I had a runway on here, I could scale it right here. All right, but I don't have it, so really I'm going to set the aircraft, and I'm going to make it the size that I want it on the image here. So I'm going to kind of scale it so it's a little smaller on the image there, and then I'm going to just say, okay, I'm fine with this here, and I'm going to hit Lock, and I'm going to hit Finished, and I'm going to pull it back, and there we go. It's in my canvas right here. So if I want to add an aircraft, boom, there's my aircraft. Do whatever I want with it. I can bring in my ARFF truck. I can even set it up so that my ARFF truck can just drive around that image right there. So we've covered on this tutorial, we've covered how to paste, how to copy and use a satellite image. We've gone over how to import an image or your own file. And we've also copied your desktop picture, or it would be whatever's on your screen. So we've done that as well. So those are the three ways to import in an image here. Now a little bit about importing in an image. Last and final thing is there are three formats that you can actually import in. So three image formats. Number one is going to be a JPEG image. Number two is going to be a PNG image. And number three is going to be an SVG or a vector graphic. All right, those three types of images. Also, the image can be no larger than 2048 by 2048. Right? So right now I think my desktop's running at 1920 by 1080p. So 1920 by 1080 is the size of my desktop that I've been importing in here. But so that's not any larger than 2048 by 2048, which is the maximum size. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you come back and see some of our future tutorials. And you folks have a nice day.